Hey all, it's Vintage Vinny. Welcome to the third and final scrapbook of the old Hollywood stars. If you remember, a while back, I picked up 3 of these at an antique store and thought it would be really fun to rummage through all of them with you at individual times. This is the third and last book. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So we've got a really nice, French provincial, shabby chic floral front and back to this. I believe this is another Whitman scrapbook. Not really my style, kind of feminine, kind of floral, but that's okay. I really liked the contents of this anyway. So let's go ahead and open it up, shall we? So it looks like they wrote movie stars in here again. I believe all of these came from the same person. So when we open it up here, we've got an image of Gregory Peck, and this is Deborah Carr. So that's a really great way to start this book. We have Dan Daly, probably Dan Daly, along with a later photo of Janet Leigh. I think this is probably her in the late 50s or maybe even the early 1960s, just judging by her hairstyle. We have Scotty Beckett. And this is, oh boy, who is this? That's going to make me feel really stupid. Here we go. Oh boy, who is that? I can't make out the cursive. It's Joan something. Joan Evans? I think that's right, Joan Evans. So that's really cool. Look at how young Ronald Reagan is in this picture. This has got to be late 40s, early 50s. But look how young he is. The only thing that was different about him as he got older is that he just got older. He looked pretty much the same. And then we've got Evelyn Keyes over here. We got another awesome picture of the beautiful model Terry Moore in that really adorable low-cut sweater. We've also got Miss Frances Gumm, also known as Judy Garland. I love that picture of Terry. She was so beautiful. We've got Tom Drake, and this almost looks like Paulette Goddard. Is that who this is? Paulette Goddard? Nope. Rhonda Fleming. Sometimes the names of these people blend into the page, and I don't see it. On this page, we have Ricardo Montalban, and we have Ann Southern. We've got June Allison. A much later picture of her, probably from the 50s. If this was done in the 50s, that puts her in her 40s, I think. She looks a little bit older, but not too much in that picture. And we've got Ruth Roman. She kind of looks like Donna Reed a little bit. I think it's the hair. We've got Dane Clark. I think that's Dane Clark. Yes, Dane Clark. And we've also got, oh boy, this looks like Veronica Lake, but it's not. It's Cecilia Aubrey. Very pretty girl. We got Rory Calhoun, and we've got Jane Wyman. And I think, wasn't Jane Wyman married to Ronald Reagan at one point? I think she was. And according to, I guess some research that somebody did, she was actually the model for, is it Jane Wyatt or Jane Wyman? I think it's Jane Wyman. She was the model for the Coca-Cola girl? Maybe not. I think it's Jane Wyatt, not Jane Wyman. Maybe I'm getting my people confused here. Don't want to lick my fingers. The struggle is real, people. The struggle is real. Oh, come on. Finally, I was able to turn the page. So on this side, we've got Barry Fitzgerald, and this is Vera Ellen. Anytime I think of Vera Ellen, I always think of White Christmas. That's just all I think about. And I know there were a bunch of other stars in that movie. I think there was Bing Crosby. Was Danny Kaye in that too? I think he was. I haven't seen the film. I have it on DVD. But it's like everything else. I have a million things that I have to watch, but I just haven't gotten a chance to. We've got dancer Gene Kelly, and we have Sally Forrest. Sally Forrest I've never heard of. We all know Gene Kelly, Mr. Taskmaster Dancer. Very, very talented man. I know that Esther Williams described him as a jerk. But, you know, looking on both sides of the spectrum, when you are very good at what you do and you, I don't want to say the word deal with because that just sounds really bad, but when you're acting or working with amateurs in your field, like Debbie Reynolds and Esther Williams, if she did pictures with him, sometimes your patience wears a little thin because when one knows what they're doing and they can do it, no problem, but then you have to wait for the others to learn what they're doing and to learn the steps and, you know, the dance moves, that can be quite frustrating. So I can see that on both sides of the spectrum. But yeah, Sally Forrest, I'm not sure who she is, but she was very, very pretty. We've got Claude Gorman Jr. I've never heard of him. I'm sure maybe I've seen him in something, but the name just doesn't ring a bell. And this looks like Margaret O'Brien. When I think of her, I think of Little Women that she did with Janet Leigh and Elizabeth Taylor. Was it June Allison, Margaret O'Brien, Janet Leigh, and Elizabeth Taylor in, what was it, like the second or third adaptation of that film? She was young, very young in this picture. Yes. Carlton Carpenter, and we have Peggy Garner. I know of Carlton Carpenter because he did that movie 2 Weeks with Love with Debbie Reynolds in 1950. They sang Abba Dabba Honeymoon, the both of them. It was a really, really good number. I've listened to that song several times from that film because I love it so much. And I don't think I've heard of Peggy Garner before. Here's Paulette Goddard. I knew she was going to be in here somewhere. Strikingly beautiful woman. And then I think this is another picture of... Oh, God. Spare me, I don't know who it is. It's written on here somewhere, and of course I'm not going to be able to find it while I'm filming. But I think he was in a previous page. Or maybe it's a totally different person. It's not Richard Burton, I know that much. Definitely not Richard Burton. Kind of looks like him, though. I'm sure you all will be able to tell me in the chat. So on this page, we have Gene Nelson. I, for a second there, thought Ozzie and Harriet, but I don't think that's Harriet Nelson's husband. And then we've got, of course, Barbara Stanwyck. Very good picture of her. And yes. We've got the stunning Myrna Loy. Definitely a striking beauty of the 20s, 30s, and 40s. And this is Dick Powell. Almost looks like he's starring as an anchor, like a weatherman or something. I don't know if that was a publicity stunt for a movie or what that was. We've got Greer Garson. And we also have... oh boy, I can't read that. Ferguson? Something Ferguson? I'm sure I'm reading that wrong, and I'm sure one of you will be able to tell me who that is. I'm sorry. On this page, we have... that's not, is that who I think it is? That's definitely not Arthur Godfrey. Some of these don't have names, and I feel so bad I don't know them. No, that's definitely not Arthur Godfrey. That is definitely not Jack Benny. We've got Joan Caulfield. I've heard of that name. She definitely... yeah. She looks like Ginger Rogers almost. With the hair, I think. Are we going to have this fight again book? No, we're not. Oh, yes. Look at this beauty. This is Joan Dixon. Beautiful, beautiful gal. And right next to her, we've got... I'm going to butcher that name. Faith Domergue. See, like I've said in my previous videos, I pronounce things as they're spelled. Sometimes I get it right. Sometimes I get it very, very wrong. So maybe it's Domergue or Domergue. It's probably Domergue or Domergue. Beautiful girls. We've got Ruth Roman. She kind of gives me Rosalind Russell vibes. I think it just might be the hair and maybe the makeup. We've got the lovely Jean Peters on this page here. Again, a striking, striking beauty. Okay. We are nearing the end of this series here today. So we've got, oh boy. Michelin something. Of course, I know that that's Carmen Miranda. That's an easy one. Peter Lorre, I think that's who that is. And this is Joan Drew. I don't know who she is. Maybe I do. We've got Meg Rand. I don't think I've heard of her. She looks like Janet Leigh. But Joan Drew, I don't think I've heard of before either. Either way, what a great book. I hope you all enjoyed it. I apologize for the issue with the page earlier, but I'm glad I got it sorted away. I hope you all had a great New Year and a great holiday. I will be starting my live sales again next Saturday. As I mentioned, it is Dad's birthday today, and I didn't want to make him work on that day. I wanted him to have a just day of relaxation and fun. So I will see you all in my next video. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember, Pam Blanchard has a sale at 8 o'clock Eastern, and Trisha from Sandine Auto has a sale at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So make sure you all go ahead and check out those. They offer great items, and it is really fun to interact with you all in the chats. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Take care, everyone. So that's all I have for you today. Be sure and give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure and click the bell next to the subscribe button if you'd like to get notified when new videos are uploaded. Be sure and check me out on Instagram. The link to it is down below as well, where you will see pictures of items to come in future haul videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.